with Piers Morgan and Susanna Reid.
Today everyone's
NHS. I mean, to be fair, we have been honouring the NHS every single. They are doing an absolutely stellar job.
That's what I was going to say.
So much money for that. It was only about a week ago that he began this. It was just a sort of frivolous thing.
It was a challenge.
Old rivalry.
Yeah, I mean, look, we're all in this together.
Secretary Matt Hancock and ask him what his minister means by that tweet a little bit later on. Meanwhile, Matt Hancock, has set out a new social care action plan to tackle the rising crisis of coronavirus in care homes. But many carers work independently, going into people's own homes, and they have their own concerns about personal protective equipment, or PPE. Nick Dixon is at a support...
Morning. I wouldn't be able to socially distance myself from her.
The social distance police would be onto you.
Joint celebration.
Yeah.
And
that's
also
106-year-old Connie. We've got 98-year-old Dr. Christian Chene is almost...
Joint celebration.
Yeah.
And
and
that's...
also, right now, there's no divisions between rivals. Owen, when he does the BBC, because Piers just touched on it. And we're saying it's, you know, it isn't just the care homes. A lot of people are cared for in their own home, and a number of different PPE as well.
It's
incredible.
Huh?
And she's incredible.
They're both. This story, which I read today, which is fascinating to me, the A&E departments in most hospitals in the country are very quiet. One of the reasons that the field hospitals that were being built in panic are not being used very much is because actually many people are staying at home who might have stuff wrong with them that would normally warrant a hospital visit. And of course, people aren't driving cars, so there are very few accidents. They're not, you know, on motorbikes. They're not doing they're not on many construction sites and so on and so on. There are many things that people would normally be doing that would create accidents that required emergency treatment, which is simply not happening. So because so many people are home, they're not getting badly hurt. That's eased the pressure on the normal A&E departments. But there's a message, isn't there, Hilary, which I think is really important to communicate, because there's a worry that the death toll in homes from people just not going to hospital or reporting what's wrong with them is now mounting, and that in itself is very problematic.
Yeah, there's some good news.
People might be worried
about being infected.
That they don't want to go, you know, I wouldn't want to go to hospital, frankly, right now, given what is going on there. However, they are now splitting hospitals up, right? You have these zones.
Yep. Yeah, in most hospitals that's happened.
Just that the front page of The Guardian today is really worrying on this. Minutes of a remote meeting held by London A&E chiefs last week, obtained by the paper, reveal that dozens more people than usual are noticing a rise in the number of people dying at home. Paramedics across the country said that they're attending more calls where patients were dead when they arrived. So, you know, this is proving fatal for some people.
No, absolutely. This is
270507.
And let's get that song to #1.
Yeah.
For Catherine, for Vera, for the NHS, for everybody.
And thank you to all our carers.